Hey guys, if you're like me, you probably have family and friends that think you're a little bit crazy looking into this UFO thing. Well, they're always asking for proof, right? They're always saying, where's the proof? Why don't we see them? Wouldn't it be everywhere? How could they hide it? Well, in 1958, Major Donald Kehoe was on the Mike Wallace show on Ion Cinema. And he was trying to tell us back then, if I'm not mistaken, I think they even cut him off. Now, he was a major. Now, what would Donald Kehoe and Fred Baker have in common? They would be the first high-ranking officer and the last high-ranking officer. The last high-ranking officer would be Fred Baker on the Russ Cohart News Nation show the other day. He was coming out and quite frankly, pushing that more and more stuff's going to be coming out. So it's been going on for a long time, right? And why would these high-ranking officers come out and say this? They're not getting anything out of it. They're not writing books. They're not making any money on it. So it's up to us to pay attention, right? I mean, it's up to us. We need to awaken. So it appears that if you're initiated, you know about this stuff and you have an edge on the world. And if you're not, you don't believe in this stuff, you don't have that edge because you don't believe it. And that probably goes along with a lot of other things that we're not tuned into, but we are tuning in. We are figuring these things out together. We don't need government to tell us anything. We can figure things out together. We've lost confidence in our news media. We've lost confidence in our religious studies, in our religious programming. We see that everybody's out for themselves. But we have the power we've never had before. We have the internet. This YouTube channel here can connect us in a very powerful way. And we need to take up that power, and we need to bolster that power and show everybody that we're tired of living in this make-believe world, having to do all this grunt work for people that'll never have to pick up anything, never have to pick up a shovel or scrub a dish or anything, and we're doing all this for them. There's only about 1,000 of them on the planet, and here in America there's 350 million of us, and we're letting them make our decisions. So now we all can get plugged into the internet and talk to each other and find out for ourselves what's going on. Because the news media is not there for us anymore, because we've lost faith in them. Well, we don't need anyone to tell us what to do. We will start networking together. And if you're like me, you're getting excited about this because it's an exciting time to be alive. And like R.A.W. says, the skies are not classified. And I would even say our souls or our consciousness is not classified. And that's what these people have been trying to tell us, that it's the UFOs and us have kind of a conscience. We're able to talk to each other through conscious level. And they're even doing studies, and have been for a long time, about conscious studies with extraterrestrial. My experience, I just understood there was a real intense intelligence, and I didn't know where it was really coming from, but I could feel it and sense it, and I was hearing the words that wasn't coming from me. I had none of this experience, but that was one of the things. And I'm interested in hearing your stories. Your story needs to be told. You know, these stories may not seem much on our own when we tell them, but they may mean something as a bigger picture. If we can start talking about them, I know if I tell my story, it's so insignificant, and you'd say, so that's it? But to me, it was life-changing. I've been working on it for 9 years, still trying to get my head wrapped around it. And so naturally, I'm going to be interested in other people's stories, because originally I didn't believe in it and blew it off. And now I know that at least some of these stories are real. And as Jack Valet said, that the absurdity of some of this should be telling us a story. He gave an example by an alien lands, goes up to a house, knocks on the door, and asks for a cup of water and asks what time it was. They give him a cup of water and tell him what time it was, and the alien says, "No, it's not," and walks away, gets back in his ship and leaves. Now that's absurd. Who would want to tell that story? Maybe the aliens are saying you don't understand what time is, as Jacques Vallée says in his book. Wonderful read. Wonderful read. Jacques Vallée has been on this for a very long time. This should be exciting everybody. In my own opinion, the world would stop until I figured this out. I wouldn't go to work. I wouldn't do nothing. The world stops. It's real. It's happening. People are being abducted. We don't know why. I personally think these guys are good guys. I don't know. Maybe they can put that in your feeling, in your body to make you feel that way. But whatever's going on is real, and more people are finding out. All the naysayers, their smirks are coming off their faces. It did mine. It did mine. So we're all in this together. Like it or not, believe it or not, we're all in this together. And it's a scary and exciting time to be alive. But we're here, it's happening, it's real. All we got to do is go look. We can get some binoculars, go out at night with some laser pointers and some see in the dark binoculars or telescopes, and we can see these things for ourselves. The Pedestro brothers, I believe, a couple of twins that work out of New Jersey, I believe, they are getting a lot of things on video. They know how to use high-tech equipment, and they are using it. Somebody go check into. Anyway, my channel will get better. I love the comments. Keep them coming. And I will grow this show accordingly. I want to make it so big that we can't be tuned out no more, that we have to be heard. And it's a real thing, and we're tired of being called second-class citizen or feeling like second-class citizens because we're trying to tell people the truth. Thank you. Till next time.